Hi, this is love and relationships, or just partner vibes for Aries. So in my pre-shuffle, I instantly felt like you're at a distance. You're at a distance with your love life. You have to either fly or take long roads to go see your partner. One of you is tired of it. You're like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to have to go way across or wait for you to come way across for us to see each other or do things together. And maybe you guys are talking about, like, hey, let's maybe try to start moving in together. Someone has to move. The thing is, someone's job or money or something that they have planted at their particular spot, because they're both considering, like, okay, should it be me to move or should it be you to move? You're both considering that. And one person is concerned about, like, their job and where they have their job placed, and the other person is concerned about, oh, all my family's here though. So it's like you guys are waiting to see who's gonna make, like, the sacrifice. Like, the person that has a lot of family where they are, I don't think they're gonna be willing to make the sacrifice, Aries, whether it be you or your partner. So most likely they're expecting the person that has the job to sacrifice. But then the person that has the job is like, how am I going to find other work? Because it's not like a job that you can transfer from where you are to the other place. It will be something you have to completely give up. One of you have to give it up, Aries. So it's very conflicting right now. It's like you have to kind of wait around to see what you want to do. You're not going to make any sudden choices. Like, you love your stability, Aries, or they love their stability. But you also really, really love this person, and they really, really love you. So it's like, what do you choose? Like, I heard, like, Frankie J, How to Deal. So yeah, it's like you love your work though. That's a song, by the way. You love your job. It's a really good job. You worked hard to get to the position you're in, and you're just like, for me to have to end it and leave it, it's just like, is it worth it? You think it's worth it, but you're like, I have to leave it and end all my hard work and look for something different and start over. And that's a scary idea, you know? So you have this person, they want to, you know, be together and do all these things. Is it worth Aries or their partner leaving what they have going on? I feel like it's you that has to leave your job, or, you know, it's being kind of pressured to leave the job. Is it a good investment or idea? And will they find something else to, like, work on that would be good? That's what we need to know for you. Nine of Swords. You don't feel like it's a good thing to do, to move way across. You could live somewhere like in the countryside or in like a desert like kind of area, and they live more like in a city that you're not used to, that moves faster. I don't see you doing it. Honestly, as of right now, as much as you really love this person and like them and want to be with them, I don't see you giving up your entire, like, existence, basically, to go be with them. You know, that's why that song, Frankie J, How to Deal, came up. I don't see you doing that. As much as you would love the idea of doing it, I don't see you doing it. They don't want to come out of their cave or their comfort zone, and it's only because of family. It's not like it's because of an established job or finances, which makes more sense in this day and age. Like, have the finances, come here, but this person doesn't want to leave their family, and they're stuck on their decision too. They're like, I'm not leaving my family, and you're like, well, we both don't want to leave our situations. So I don't see you leaving, like, your job that you worked so hard to get there for, in your position, and Aries. And I don't see them leaving their families and stuff because they don't know how to be outside of their comfort zone. Even though they would be okay. You know, there's planes, there's trains, there's boats, there's cars, for all those reasons. What's going to happen is the person that wants to stay around their family. They're always going to have like this soft spot for you. They're always going to look back at you like, I'm glad that they're doing what makes them happy. It's a bittersweet like feeling. It's like, I'm going to stay in my zone, or this could be you too. I'm going to stay in my zone, and I'm glad that they're doing what they're doing that makes them happy with their friends and family. One of you will look back at each other here and there and be like, it'll always be something like, what if? Like it leaves a lingering feeling like, what if I would have? Or what if I would have just, took a leap of faith? Like, and even if it's more so you, I don't think you should worry about that, because they're kind of worried about that too, but not really. Kind of like you. Like, what if, but I didn't. They're the same way. What if, but I didn't. We're all still happy with not knowing. We were happy before. I do feel like eventually that the person that is steadily wanting to be with their family is going to get some good advice from family and friends. And they're going to tell them, he or she, like, go ahead and go. You never know what luck that would bring. Like, your partner can carry you. And you're going to be okay. Like, we can come visit. Like, I feel like some of the things I said, they will tell them. The family will see them off. And eventually, just not right now. You won't have to give up your job. You're not willing to. They're not willing to give up their family or their lifestyle right now. But eventually, I feel like they will go. They won't be happy about it at first, but they will go, and you will be ecstatic. You will be like, I will pay for your trip here, whatever. You'll get established and everything like that. And the first few weeks, let's say the first 2 weeks, they'll be like off in their devices a lot, like kind of sad, homesick. But after that, everything will be really pleasant. Everything will work out, and the adjustment will be made, and you will feel really good about the decision of bringing them. You will realize, like, okay, I made the right decision by staying with my job. It was a strong decision, and he or she came here, and I'm able to hold us both. And the other person that's coming is not like a lazy person either. They'll be able to hold their own too. They have the confidence to hold their own. They'll find like a small job or whatever. Like, even if I don't feel like you would want them, like, I necessarily need them to, but they're very considerate, so they will, to help out, because they don't want to, they're not the type of people that like to depend too much on someone else, even if they can. They're not the type to want to have to do it. So yeah, Aries, you guys will go visit their family a lot in the city though, and their family will come visit you, not as much as you go visit the family, because she or he will need to go back to the city. Like, they will really need it, and they will really appreciate it. You don't want them, and then there's one thing here that's like, okay, maybe sometimes when things get a little rough, this is the only thing I see, is that they may want to sneak off and go back to their hometown. Or not even sneak off, just like kind of just take a break from you for a couple of days and go back to their hometown. But you won't like that. You'll think that they're creeping off with someone else. They won't be though. They'll just be kind of just reminiscing about their old house, their old past. Like, it's something that they do as a growth. Not everybody's used to just spontaneously just changing completely, just like you weren't with your job and your situation. You weren't willing to give that up. Not everybody is like, takes to, leaving their past just completely like that and being happy. They will have a lot going on with their family that, they'll hear about. So it's one of the things that'll entice them to want to go home, but they're going to be very happy. They're going to really ignore all of this. A lot of the times, they'll listen to it, they'll laugh, or they'll probably cry about it, whatever their family or their friends are going through. But ultimately, it won't really matter, because they really will be happier where you guys are, Aries. They'll be financially stable. you'll make sure that they're always like emotionally stable and healed. You're very good with that, very supportive. You might have a few choice, like little petty arguments, but you know, I feel like that, I heard that's Aries. Like you might have a few little things that you don't like, and then the partner stands up for themselves, but then you end up really just balancing out everything in the end, because this partner is sassy and they're not taking it, or this partner is very stern and they're not taking it. They're not going to let you just poke. And Aries sometimes has a tendency to poke, but you guys also have the tendency to calm down when someone is like, you know what I mean? Like, stop, you're poking. So you guys are very understanding people too. So that is the only thing I will, you know, rest assured, that's the only thing I see that could possibly be like an issue, is like maybe little petty like disagreements here and there. And then maybe if your partner wants to go back to their hometown just to visit because they feel homesick, like you feel like they're being a little sneaky, but they're not. They're just, you know, wanting to reminisce. It just feels good. It recharges them, brings them back to, you know, their emotional state. And not all the time. They won't do it all the time, but sometimes they'll need to do it. You know, they'll miss everyone there too, because you got to remember, just like you had a life before them, they had one before you, and they're loved by other people just like you are. And imagine if you left your job and your whole family to be where they are, you would want to go back home to your hometown, your old coworkers or old friends like that, and see how they are too, and invite them out. So that is what I have for you, Aries. If this resonated, then let me know. And it looks like everything's going to go really good for you. You're doing the right thing by keeping your job, because in the near future, your partner will come to you. In the next one.